To Connected Media IP, the signature destination at NAB Show, helping organisations deliver connected content experiences. I'm Bridget Nzeko, and I'm delighted to be joined by Glenn Lebrun, VP of Product Marketing at Imagine Communications. Glenn, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about Imagine.
Well, Imagine is really a historical vendor to a great degree, and we've been in the business for a long, long time. But this is a business that's changing substantially. And we have four primary product pillars that we offer. We call them pillars, but one is advertising management. So we have a whole suite of advertising management software. That advertising management software really is the engine that helps monetize the business, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a software that helps run the monetization. Mm. We also have a big playout portfolio, which is really, about how you take the media and move it and manage it, and that's a big piece of that business. There's the networking piece, which is around how do you network all of that, the processing and all that you have to do on the media. And then finally, a new pillar for us this year is the distribution component, where it's kind of a more a B2C piece of the business that it is all about, really, for us, cloud DVR and dynamic ad insertion. So those are the areas we're in. Of course, our broadcasters are our customers, as well as the service providers, cable companies, telcos, etc., enterprises, and so across the broad range of video.
What's the real focus then for Imagine Communications at NAB this year? What are you focusing on?
At NAB this year, really about 2 years ago, our what was Harris Broadcast is now Imagine Communications. Charlie Vogt came in as CEO, and Charlie came in and somewhat shook things up to say, hey, things are going IP. He and I and a few others, he brought a new management team that really came from the IP space, and we saw what happened, particularly in telecom. And a lot of that was about IP. Now, IP shouldn't be a scary thing here. This is one of the last industries that has not full scale gone to IP. And so he came in and shook things up to a degree by saying, look, this is an industry that will move to IP just because the economics are there to do that. And so we're starting to see everybody follow our lead in terms of messaging, and that is everyone's talking about IP, virtualization, the cloud, TV everywhere, which is primarily IP based. And that's really been our focus.
You've announced a really exciting partnership or tie-up with Disney ABC Television. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, you bet. We had an Imagine Live event. It was, I think NAB said it was the biggest event, private event of all time at NAB.
Great.
On Sunday night. On that night, Vince Roberts, the CTO of Disney ABC Television Group, he got up and basically said, look, all of what we do in terms of master control. If you think about Disney, they've got lots of playout centers. All of what they do in master control is going to be consolidated, and it's not just consolidating on Imagine and our capabilities, but it's really our software-centric, cloud-centric, software-defined-centric capabilities that we have. We have a product we call Versio, or Versio Cloud. It operates in the cloud, and really what it means for Disney is that they're able to go create channels as easily as you possibly can. We're showing at a demo here that you can spin up a channel in 7 minutes. Now, this is in contrast to the way you used to do channels, which was a bunch of discrete boxes that did automation and playout and graphics and branding and file server functions. And now all that is software based. It's now in the cloud. It now operates on a workflow platform we call Xenium, and which really componentizes all of that. The product is called Versio. That's Versio Cloud is what they're using, and they will be essentially doing playout and master control from Versio. And this is one of the biggest creators of great content in the world that's going with Imagine. So
it sounds like a real revolution in this area. And of course, Imagine Communications has a number of other really exciting partnerships. Do you want to fill us in a bit?
Yes. What's happening in the industry, I appreciate the question, because what's happening in the industry is really momentous for us. Just like the Disney ABC Television Group announcement was really momentous for the industry, I think. It's just portends what's happening here. The other thing is partners are coming in, and we've got some really significant partners this year. Cisco, HP, IBM, Verizon Digital Media Services. We've got Microsoft in, and they're all doing demos with us in their booth. And what I think that shows, I mean, what it shows inherently is that they're all taking an interest in the broadcast space. If you think about who these are, IT companies primarily, for the most part, and they've got great clouds, they've got great cloud environments, they run enterprise, state-of-the-art, enterprise-based applications in their environments, and now they're saying, look, the big content here is media, right? And how do you begin to fill all the servers they have in the cloud? Well, you fill it with media. The broadcast space is a natural place for them to go to. They're partnering with us because they know we're absolutely IP-centric. Doesn't mean we don't care about what we do today, because we're leaders in a lot of the existing technology around servers and routers and everything else. There's a transition path that you move to, and that's why we see the transition is important. These partners help us and help our customers get to that transition stage, and I think it's like a win-win-win for everybody. It's a nice, smooth transition.
Glenn Lebrun, fascinating to talk to you about how this dynamic industry is changing and how Imagine Communications is responding to that and driving that change.
Yeah.
Great to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.